Hello, Resurrection community. Well, I am back from vacation and things are happening. Um, so I returned from vacation, had a good time, good change of scenery. Everything went well, and we returned. And then on the day after we returned, unfortunately, we had an exposure within the family. It's a pretty distant exposure, but all the health experts tell us that we need to quarantine. We're reviewing our possibilities of getting tested, although they indicate that they likely won't test us. Um, and so plans got rearranged, and so here I am at home trying to do the best I can. My kids are a little anxious as we've been staying home from parks and playgrounds and things that we had been doing with a certain select group of friends. That all went away. That same select group of friends is now doing the same thing, and likelihood is that we're all healthy and well. Nobody's showing any symptoms, and so that's positive. But one thing I'm learning, and then one thing I'm learning in this time of COVID is the need for flexibility, right? I mean, as a matter of fact, just before I started to record this, I heard my wife told me that Governor Newsom had rolled back um, openings or had moved to make further closures in several counties, I think 30 counties. And I believe we're one of them. And I don't know exactly what that means yet. I haven't looked at it, but my goodness, we need flexibility in this time, don't we? I mean, we had plans. We had plans to get together with another small family for this weekend that are out the window now because of our quarantining, and other plans to be at church doing things, and instead I'm at home doing things. And so the capacity for flexibility is really, really important in this time. And yet I like to think of myself as an easygoing, go with the flow kind of guy. But to be honest with you, I tend to count on routine more than I think I let on. And so I struggle with it. And when my routine gets disrupted, it's disrupting for in many, many ways. And it's hard. It's really hard. And yet I think we are called to find some sense or some peace in flexibility right now. And so I found this verse in Philippians chapter 4 where Paul's writing. He says, I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do all this through him who gives me strength. And so my prayer for you, my friends, and for myself as well, is that we seek our strength in Jesus, that we call on him and rely on him to give us the strength and the capacity to be flexible, to move with the changes as best we can, to stay positive. And I mean, so I have to quarantine, but we have our health. We are not, nobody's showing any symptoms. We are doing fine. And so to give thanks for the things that, for which I can give thanks, and recognize the need to be flexible as we seek to serve Jesus and love one another in this challenging time. So blessings to you, my friends. Look forward to seeing you in whatever way we are able to see each other in the coming days. Blessings.